Hi, this is day 24 of the Daily Spark Questions. What experiences feel most true to me, and how are they conditioned by context, expectation, or mood? That's funny. I just did a tarot combo where we talk about expectation. What experiences feel most true to me, and how are they conditioned by context, expectation, or mood? Okay, so what experiences feel most true? And true is in quotes, whatever that's supposed to mean. What a weird question. If I'm experiencing something, the ones that feel most true are when I'm not in my head. I will say that. When I'm not lost in thought while I'm in the moment of something, when I'm like fully immersed, it feels the most true. Where it's like everything is about what I'm doing right now, not just sort of like half in, half out, if my head's somewhere else. So that's what comes to me right away. And how are they conditioned by context, expectation, or mood? I heard a phrase today that I'd heard before and I really like it. What is it? If you are having expectations, you are playing the victim. And I was like, boing, boing, boing. That felt very true. Like, if you have expectations for something to be a certain way or be different than it is, or like somebody else to live up to how you expect them to be, or whatever, how expectations show up in your life, then that person said that it means we're playing the victim. And I thought, and I haven't even thought about that deeply yet, but in the moment I was like, yeah, that feels true. So it's like, how is that? Because the victim is sort of like, meaning I've lost my sense of agency. I've lost my sense of, agency, because victim means stuff keeps happening to me. I am not the agent. I'm not the main character in my story. I'm with expectation. It feels like it's so true. Like, I don't have expectation of anything if I am fully immersed, fully engaged as the main character of my story, making my life happen exactly as I want, exactly as feels good to me. I'm doing the things I want to do, and not like in that selfish way. I'm not talking about that where it's like at the expense of all else, like, it's not that, but like you're like, and if I have expectation, it kind of means like I'm harboring like this version of life as a picture in my mind that everything has to conform to, or else I won't be happy. But I'm not telling anybody what that picture is, and I might even be deluding myself. So it's like, it feels very sitting in the back seat of my life, waiting for things to live up to that expectation instead of just making things how I want them. Yeah, and just flowing with life and just meeting whatever happens with like, yes, yes, yes. It's exactly as it is, as it's supposed to be. There is no supposed to be, So that's what that word expectation jumped out to me. And how are those experiences that are true to me? How are they conditioned by context? The context for me is, and they seem to be without expectation. Those true experiences mean I'm just fully immersed, meeting life as it happens. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what should be happening right now. I'm not ho-humming about, I could be using this time more wisely, or man, I really wished, XYZ happened today, or whatever. So to me, it's more like I have no expectations. The context is exactly what's happening is what is meant to be happening, because there is no meant to be or should. It just is. And I am in it, and I'm here for it. And I'm not wishing it to be any different. So the context is, God, the word context almost loses meaning here. It's the things as they are. And then mood, yeah, a lot is influenced by mood. The ones that feel true to me, I almost feel like it's not about a particular mood or the absence of mood. I don't know, can you have an absence of mood? Because your mood might just be equanimous if you have an absence of moodiness. So to me, mood almost doesn't, I'm trying to think about whether the mood influences how true something feels to me or not. Because, you know what? Yeah, a little bit, this is where it takes me. It's almost like there's absence of context, there's absence of expectation, and there kind of is absence of a mood, because to me, if I'm in a mood, I'm lost in thought. I'm already identified with it. It's a runaway train. I'm in a mood. Now you might say, well, what about the mood of happiness or joy or excitement? Like all those uplifting kinds of moods. I might be lost in thought with those as well. So maybe it's not always the absence of mood. That is conditioning that true experience. But yeah, sometimes I feel like if a mood to me feels like an emotion. An emotion to me is triggered by thought that I then latch onto, and then an emotion or mood rises up. So yeah, I guess if I take mood to be like an emotion, then there's a thought associated with it. Otherwise, I'm just sort of like, in the moment, just like equanimous. So yeah, that's what this do for you. What experiences feel most true to you, and how are they conditioned by context, expectation, or mood? So I guess for me, they feel unconditioned. Those truest moments feel unconditioned by all those things. They just feel true.